So I'm working with Ruben in Liverpool. I've been working with Ruben for about 12 months. Just for everyone to know, Ruben, just tell us your full name, your age, and what football club you currently play for.
Okay, my full name's Ruben Liam Connor Rudge, and I play for Ormsgate West End Blues and Blacks under 11s. And what was the other thing?
And the other thing was, what position do you play?
I play centre midfield.
Centre mid. Now, I was very fortunate, my nephew Jacob plays with Ruben. I spotted Ruben about 12 months ago, and I've been helping Ruben. Ruben's sponsored, and he's fully sponsored for $15,000 on our Pro Player Pathway programme. So Ruben, since you've been with us, you've also been playing with Bolton Wanderers, is that right?
Yeah.
How's everything been going at Bolton?
Good, I've been playing good. We've played against a lot of teams from across the world. Like, we've played against an Australian team, played against a team from Nebraska and a team from Manchester and other stuff.
Very good. Now, I've just been watching your game and I've come to have a little look here. I flew all the way from Australia this week to come and have a look and work with some of my players. So for anyone who's watching me on the Player Agent video that we do, we were doing work yesterday at Manchester City's academy, we're doing work at Liverpool, but we also come down to a lot of these community clubs and parks where we are. Now, Ruben, can you tell everyone, because I know I was watching your game, but give me 3 things that you thought you'd done really well in your game today.
Okay, I've put a lot of shift in for my team.
So a lot of hard work, yeah. That's one.
I've won a couple of good tackles in fuzzy areas.
So tackles, 2, yeah.
And I've encouraged the team to win 3-2.
So you encourage the team, and for anyone obviously won't know, but you encourage the team are 2-0 down. They managed to get it back to 2-1, and then Ruben scored from about 35 yards. Now, what was the one tip I gave you before the game? What did I want you to do?
If the ball came at the edge of the box, either first time smack it, or if it was about 25 yards, I'll take a touch, do my thing, and shoot.
So you took the advice on, and I said to you, didn't I? I promised you that you're going to come off with a smile on your face and you're going to score a goal.
Yeah.
And you took a touch, you were 25 yards out, you took a touch, you took one more touch, you set yourself, and then you struck the goal to make it 2-2.
Yeah.
So, did you believe when I said to you before the game that you were going to do that and score?
Not really.
No, not really. But because I had the belief in you, and that's sometimes just understanding what you're required to do. Now, can I give you some feedback? I'm going to help you a little bit.
Yeah.
There was a couple of occasions in the game that you were sort of what I call ball watching. So one of the big challenges we're going to work on with you, Ruben, is when your team loses possession, there's one thing we want you to do, and we want you to recover behind the ball as fast as you can. So as soon as your team loses possession, we want you to get back behind that ball straight away. Now, also one of the other things we want you to start to work on as well, and I'm going to send this through and I'll include it in your full-time programme, is that when your team was going on the attack, probably in the first 50, 60 minutes, you'll admit this as well, you wasn't supporting the attack, you were staying back. Now, I don't know this. Now, Andy, your coach, did he tell you to stay back a lot?
Not really.
Or did he ask you to? He didn't, okay.
He didn't.
So that's one of the big things that we need you to work on. Now, I don't know if you've got the fitness and the engine to play at the top level yet, but the only way we're going to find out is if you're supporting attacks and you're recovering backwards as fast as we can. So one of the big things that we're going to work on, I'm going to come out and do some work with you this week, is working on your recovery runs and supporting attacks. Do you think that's a fair comment?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also one of the other things, I'm going to give you the tip. Now, when I worked in the Premier League for teams like Liverpool, Leicester City, and I worked at PSG, there's a big secret. And one of the big secrets, there's probably about 10 of them to make it as a player. Do you want me to give you one of the big secrets? All right. Now, when we work with players at the top level, we say to you, you're allowed to beat one player, but when you beat one player, you've got to do one of 2 things. You've either got to pass the ball or you've got to shoot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, today, I want you to be honest, did you take on a lot of players in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've beaten 2 players and 3 players and 4 players. That's great. We know you can do that, but it doesn't help you or your team. So what we want you to do is in your next game is beat one player, pass the ball or shoot. And they're your only decisions you've got. Now, question I've got for you to finish on, Ruben, and everyone around the world's watching this. So I've got thousands of players I work with, and this is going to help them as well. If you decide to beat a player and then you pass the ball, what's the next thing you should be doing?
Running into space.
Running into space. Why are you running into space?
To receive the ball and hopefully score a goal.
And to hopefully score a goal. So one of the big issues that I spotted in your game today was I said to you, you weren't supporting the attacks enough. So how you can support the attacks more is beat a player, pass it to a teammate, and then run into space. Now, if you run into space and you don't get the ball back, what's it going to force the defenders to do though if you run into space?
Follow me out.
To follow you out, and what does that create for your teammates?
Space and gaps.
Great space and gaps. So look, Ruben, I'm going to be here for the next 6-7 weeks. I'm going to keep checking in on you. For anyone who doesn't know, and Ruben doesn't even know this yet, we're making moves for Ruben to get him opportunities at Liverpool and Everton. And just for everyone to know, because you won't know this, but Ruben is from Liverpool. But who's your favourite team, Ruben?
Everton.
Everton Football Club. So the dream's to play for Everton when you're older?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to shake your hand. I'm going to do a deal. And we're going to record this. And we're going to pull this up in about 10 years' time. I promise you, if you stick with me, I'm going to get you to Everton. Is that a deal?
Okay.
All right, we're going to pull this one up. How old are you now?
10 years.
So when you're 18, I'm going to play this video back and I'll go, I told you so. Is that right?
Yeah.
Just like I told you, we're going to score a goal today. Deal.